Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now, I want to get straight into this movie review, okay? This movie is the reason why when I go on vacation, when I take any kind of trip, I do not like to mingle with other people on vacation. Okay, it's nice to, like, I've talked, I went to Denver and I was sitting at the little, I guess you can call it a bar. It's a place called Snooze, a breakfast restaurant. Well, I was sitting up there and I talked to someone who was from out of town, but as far as like hanging out with them, going to hotel rooms and doing all that, I'm not doing it. And this couple found out the hard way why you just mind your business while you're on vacation, especially in another country. So this married couple that are having problems decide to take a trip overseas as like maybe like a second honeymoon, right? Now, call me ignorant, but I did not know England had a coast because they went to somewhere in England. I think it started with a D, and there was a beach and stuff. I was like, oh, okay. Or maybe I'm thinking about the city London versus England, the country. So I think London is landlocked. London's got to be landlocked. But anyway, that's where they decided to go. I said, that's interesting. Interesting pick, right? So they meet this couple who, they're actually from there, or maybe not that city, but they're from England. They have English accents. Beautiful, beautiful couple. Everyone's beautiful, but their skin was like glowing, right? So first red flag is when they're all sitting after they met and exchanged, numbers and everything. They're sitting at dinner, and the English couple, they're just all on each other. Like, I understand y'all love each other, sparks still flying, but it was just too much. And I said, okay, something's gonna happen. Now, when the movie first comes on, of course you've seen it if you're watching this, you see the in trouble couple pushing a laundry cart with a dead body in it. So I'm like, okay, as I'm watching this, I'm like, so some kind of way somebody's gonna die. And I'm thinking they did it. Like, either it was an accident on their part or on purpose. So the girls go with the girls, the guys go with the guys. They have their, time getting to know each other. And so the English dude, he's a creep. Okay? He's all into cheating. He's trying to convince the other guy to cheat and just don't get caught and all this stuff. And when he gets to the part where I see him taking pictures of the in trouble couple, right? Taking pictures, sneaking around or sneaking behind doors, seeing what they're saying. I'm like, what is going on? So I guess the climax to this movie would be when English dude calls them up. He's like, look, I need you to come here. They come to the hotel room. His wife is dead by the jacuzzi. He's saying it's an accident and all this stuff. Here's where they messed up at, in my opinion, right? The in trouble couple, the American couple. At that point, I would have been done. Like, I would have been over it. But he was threatening to blackmail them because he was like, well, I filmed you guys, having sex on the balcony, because they were trying to spice up their relationship. I tried to say, if I were in that position, would I go along with whatever his plans are about, moving his dead wife's body? And we know the internet is forever. And even though they're a married couple, it's like you still don't want your intimate, sexual, private moments out for everyone to see. So he but he hung that over their heads. So I'm like, when I'm watching the movie, I'm like, what could have done differently besides kill him? But then that's an impulse move. So he talks them into helping moving his wife's body. And of course, he's telling them it was a mistake. They got to arguing. He accidentally pushed her. She, knocked her head, killed, whatever. So this is the part that gets me. We find out that she's not dead, that him and her, the English couple, concocted this plan because in their weird ass, twisted ass minds, they were helping this troubled couple work on their marriage, like by moving the dead body, by being stressed the hell out. They're stuck in England because they got in trouble with the police about, I forgot, it was something. Got their passports taken away, so you're stuck in this like, how is that helping someone in their marriage? And so while they're stuck there, they're like, look, we're gonna find these people out. Even though they found out that his wife was still living, I'm like, the husband was like, look, let's just forget about it. She's not dead. We don't have to worry about a murder. And the wife's like, no, I need to find out what's going on, because who does that? Who fakes a murder? There was no money involved. Like, what is going on? So we find out that the wife, I forgot what the husband was, but the wife is actually like a therapist. She works in the mental health field. And that was kind of like their way of helping that couple / role playing like it's a kink. And we find out, now this is the part I don't agree with, but we find out that they had, ran into another couple prior on vacation. And she was basically telling the wife, try this, correct me if I'm wrong, BDSM stuff. So she's on top of her husband. He's handcuffed. She puts the pillow over his head until he stops breathing and he dies. I'm sorry. I don't feel like the English couple should be blamed for that. You should know. You know how long it takes to kill someone by suffocation? It actually takes a few minutes. I know it does for strangulation. Don't judge me. I watch a lot of ID channel. That's how I know that. It takes a little minute. So while you're on top of your husband with a pillow over his face, you don't see him struggle. Like, to me, I'm sorry, you're an adult. Okay? Little kids know not to do that unless they're watching TV and, they're 2 or 3. But I'm just saying, when I say little kid, I'm like a 10, 12-year-old would know not to do that. Don't blame the English couple for that. That was stupid to me. And the lady that was involved with that, that's your fault. You killed your husband because you're trying to get freaky. This is what happens when you're not a naturally freaky person. Stuff like that happens. All that kinky stuff, swinging from chandeliers and choking people and stuff like that, that's not for everyone. Find out what works for you. Okay, I think, there's nothing wrong with vanilla sex. I know that gets a bad rap. Oh, no one wants to have vanilla sex. It's just plain sex. Ain't nothing wrong with plain sex, okay? What's that saying? Different strokes for different folks, literally in this case, okay? So the English husband actually was really a cheater. And he tried to play it off talking about I was just testing you, man, and all this stuff. Now, I wasn't expecting him to get accidentally killed. I really didn't know what to expect with that ending. This was a really good twist. It was really good because once we find out the wife's alive, it's like the next thing you want to know as a viewer is, why the hell did they do that? Who does that? There wasn't any money involved, like I said before. There's nothing they got out of it at all besides quote unquote help. And then if you're a therapist, don't you want to get paid for helping couples? Like, that crap was weird. That English couple was weird. She was just as weird as her damn husband. And I'm glad the American couple, was able to work it out and everything. But I bet you they know next time, do not talk to people on vacation. Don't hang out with them. Don't go anywhere with them. Maybe unless it's a public spot, but all this intimate settings, we're both in a sauna together, us girls with towels, right? We're not doing that because I don't know you. And we're in another country. Woo! This was called Played and Betrayed. Yeah, I'll find out when I make the thumbnail. Played and Betrayed on Tubi. This is a Tubi original, okay? Tubi originals are pretty good. It's hit or miss, but it's been hitting mainly lately, all right? Shout out to my 113 subscribers. Shout out to the rest of you as well who are not subscribed, but you can by hitting that button for me. I really appreciate it. Peace and blessings to you all. Until next time.